Hello, YouTube. How you guys doing here this evening? Another vlog video coming at you from Laos Shoot 55,000 from Phoenix, Arizona. And today we're going to talk about how not to offend someone when trying to practice a language. This is very important because, you know, I've had similar experiences. I know someone speaks another language, or I think they speak another language, but I don't know how to ask them without offending them. You know, a lot of people, they feel that if you ask them, if they grew up here, they've been in America for a long time, they may feel offended if you ask them, hey, may I ask where you from, where you come from, your origin, like that. They say, well, what do you mean where I come from? I'm from America. So some people, they will respond like that. Then you have some people that will tell you where they're from or their ethnicity. Okay. Now, I'm gonna give you some tips on what you can do to avoid these uncomfortable circumstances. There's a couple of things I do. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen me use these techniques in a lot of these level of videos. One thing I do is I'll make something up. Okay, I'll make something up like, hey, you look like a classmate I just graduated with. I just graduated. I had a classmate. You guys look just alike. You guys might be related. And he or she were from Cambodia or something like that. I'll make something up. And then I'll ask them, say, are you from Cambodia? And they'll say, nah, I'm not. They say, nah, they'll laugh. They'll say, no, I'm not Cambodian. I'm not from Cambodia. And then they'll tell you, say, oh, I'm Vietnamese or I'm Filipino. That seems to work a lot because you just tell them, oh, you look just like this person I graduated with. And they say, oh, really? Oh, okay. So there's no way that they're going to get offended if you make that statement. I use that, and I also will use the accent. If they have an accent, because sometimes they speak perfect English, you know, but you have those people that speak perfect English. They have two native language. You can have someone that speaks Chinese as a native language and English as a native language. And when they speak both languages, you can't really tell. You can't tell if they were born here or they're born in China. You can't really tell because the accent is so good. If I do detect an accent, then I'll say, oh, you have such a beautiful accent. I love your accent. And they'll laugh, say, oh, haha, thank you very much. Thanks for the compliment. And then you can ask them, what other languages do you speak? They'll kindly tell you what language they speak. You just gave them a compliment, told them that their accent was beautiful. So it's like, okay, well, he gave me a good compliment, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell him what language I speak. I use that. And what else I use? So looking like someone I graduated with, I worked with, I mean, anything when it comes to looking like someone, you can make anything up. Commenting on their accent and telling them that their accent is beautiful. Yeah, that's it. You could just use those two things and you'll be all good because you're not going to offend anyone. But if you ask someone, hey, may I ask where you from? Where do you come from? Even when you say may, some people may get offended because they feel that, well, I've been in this country for a long time. I'm from here. And they will say, like, I'm from the earth, you know, they will say stuff like that because they don't know what you're trying to do. They don't know that you're trying to level up. So they just looking at it like, why is this dude asking me where I'm from? Like, why is it important? So not all the time will people react like that, but to be safe, I would just use those two methods that I explained to you before. You can't go wrong with those. Now, if they're still being difficult, they may just be having a bad day and they just don't want to deal with you. They don't want to talk. So, you know, that's what I would do rather than saying, may I ask where you from? You know, what's your ethnicity? What's your background? Or what are you? But I never say that. I never say, what are you? I don't ask people that. What are you? I remember somebody in one of my level up videos, I think when I went to, what was it? Cedar Point. And then the guy was like, it was a Mongolian girl. And I think I was asking, or Mark was asking her where she's from or something. And then the guy, he was like, well, where are you? I think he was assuming that she was Japanese. And she was like, no, I'm not Japanese. And then he was like, well, what are you? Like, that's rude. You don't ask somebody like that. Like, what are you? But obviously they work together and they know each other, so it wasn't really offensive. But like I said, to be safe, I would just use those two methods that I described. You can't go wrong. You're not going to offend anyone. They're going to be happy. And then once you bust out their language, whatever language it is, they're going to be more happy. Okay, and then they're going to realize, oh, okay, I understand why he was asking me those questions. So yeah, this video, I just want to talk about that, give some advice when it comes to trying to practice a language with someone without offending them. You know, before I came up with these tactics, like there were times where I was sitting there and I wanted to level up with this person, and I was nervous because I didn't know how to start it up without them being offended. Because I was like, okay, I could ask them, you know, may I ask where you're from? But I don't know if they're going to get offended or they're going to, you know, I'm not sure how they're going to react to that. Then that's when I started using the accent, and then, hey, you look like this person, that person. That works every time. Works like a charm every time. So yeah, that is it for this video. When I make these vlogs, if it's not every week, it'll be every other week. But I'm going to be making vlogs like these very often. So it's pretty much, the topic is random. I normally go through random comments and I say, okay, I'm gonna talk about that. And that's how I make my decision on what topic I want to talk about. But you guys, thanks for viewing. Again, welcome to the Loud Shoot 55,000 channel. I hope you continue to enjoy the videos. Have a lot more content to come. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. You guys take it easy and see you in the next video. Peace out.